Hello my loves, welcome back to Craft Hoarder over here on YouTube. I am going to attempt to do I guess it would be like a product review, I'm not sure. Anywho, my little tripod thingy is broken at the moment. I have a new one coming. I just posted a couple of other little quick update videos, and if you want to know more, go check that out. Anywho, so I got these metal ends for the twist and pick pen. So I am going to attempt to put it on and review it with you using one hand while the other hand holds the camera. So the nice thing about these is that they're pretty easy to unscrew here. So that is the tip that has all of the putty in there. And so this is a pretty new pen, like obviously still filled quite well with putty. I mean, I think the end of the putty is like right here. So I've used hardly any of this. So I'm going to attempt to take it out of this tip and put it into this tip, because we all know I love the metal tips from Diamond Art Club. I'm currently using this pen, which is their screw tip pens, and I use glue dots in the end. You can kind of see it right there, but like a couple of glue dots lasts me almost an entire painting. And I've got putty, see if it'll focus. There we go. I've got putty in my multi-placer end that's not picking up very well, so I need to replace that. But anywho, I am going to attempt to see if I like the twist and pick better with this multi-placer, because the thing that I am having a problem with the, did I say multi-placer? I meant metal placer. The thing I have an issue with the plastic is that it's so big. Like the tip itself is rather large compared to a metal tip. Well, let's take this out of the box and you can see what I mean, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna have to okay. We're gonna do this in segments, so I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, so I needed two hands to open that box. Anywho, so this is the tip of the metal end, and I like the weight to it. It's got a nice little weight to it. That'll give the pen a little bit of a sturdier feel, I feel like. But compare that to, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, but that is like the edge of the plastic, like where my fingers are, that's the edge of the plastic. It's very thick compared to that. So I'm hoping that I'll like this one better, and I'm hoping that the putty will not squeeze out so much for me, because I do like using the putty. This particular version is a little bit on the tacky side. I did hear a rumor that they were going to fix that, but I'm not sure if they have yet or not. But I have other putty I can put in there if I can't transfer that stuff, and I don't know that I will be able to. So, okay, let's see if I can do this. I have an idea. 1 second. Okay, so I am attempting to jury rig a little temporary stand so we can try to do this together. So with these, you have to, like, it's kind of tight. You pull the plunger out, if I can get it out of this. Does it screw in? Oh no, it's just really stuck with the putty. That's all. You just pull it out. It's got a smooth end, and it was just really kind of stuck in there with the putty. Now I'm not really sure how to get the putty from this tip into that. Maybe if I, where did it go? Maybe if I just screw it out. What do you think? Do you think I'm crazy for trying to save the putty in there? I really don't want to waste it because it hasn't really been used. So I really don't want to waste if I don't have to, but you see the way that comes out, just like in this thin little string. I don't know that this is going to work. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. Of course, my hands don't want to grip very well, so I am going to attempt to make it squeeze a little more using some pliers. That seems to be working. There's got to be an easier way to get the putty out. If anybody knows an easier way to do this, please tell me, because I feel like a total silly person attempting to do this. But we're just gonna roll with it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it all out, but I think I can at least get some. See, we're getting quite a long little string here, which is good. I'm concerned about, like, breaking the pen, too. I think I'm just going to stuff new putty in it. To be real honest, I think I'm just going to... Because, see, I'm denting the tip now, and that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, maybe if I just... Well, let's see how far this plunger has gone down. Okay, so the plunger's gone down quite a bit. There's the back end of the plunger, so it's not going to go past that. So maybe if I just try and push it out, it's not really going anywhere. And now I'm hoping that I can actually get the plunger out of this thing in order to put it into the new tip. And then I just knocked over my makeshift little stand. Sorry for the wiggles, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. This is turning into a right mess, isn't it? One sec. Okay, yeah, so I think my idea of trying to reuse the putty is not one of my more brilliant ones, let's be real. I did manage to save a little bit, but now I'm concerned about being able to get this out because I've tightened it down so hard. So back to the handy dandy little pliers and hope I don't break anything. And then there goes the camera again. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for my new thingy to get here. Whatever it's called, you know, the part that holds your phone. There we go. I'm hoping that'll stay a little bit. So yeah, this is not one of my more genius ideas, I don't think, because now I have concerns about being able to get this thing out after having tightened it so well. And it is not exactly the easiest to get it out. Well, joy. This is not working. I'm going to try to find another pair of needle nose that's small enough that hopefully I can pull this apart. And maybe regroup my thinking a little. Be right back. Okay, so we got the plunger thingy out. And we have the tip is still safe. It's a little, there's still some stuff in there and it's a little bent at the end now. I'm not going to attempt to fix that. Instead, I am going to fill it with some putty. Whoopsie daisy, you just seen my ceiling and my blue hair Sorry about that. Yeah, this whole, like, not having my tripod thing makes filming really difficult. But I kind of wanted to share some of this with y'all because I feel like I am not the only person that is struggling with trying to find a decent system at the moment. So let me find, where did I put my putty? I just had it here. Oh my goodness. This is 1 second. Well, good gravy. That took a hot minute, and this video is a hot mess so far. Whoops. And there we go, slipping again. Goodness gracious. Okay. Don't touch anything, and maybe you'll stay standing. Okay. So I've got my putty from Diamond Art Club. This is just some of the spare putty that comes in the toolkits with the new pens. I have never had to refill one of these pens because a little bit of putty goes a long way. And, excuse me. So I haven't had to refill it yet. So this will be a little bit of a new experience for me as well. And I think the best way to do it is just to kind of get a chunk. So we got a nice chunk there. And you know what? This one actually, this came out of a different kit. And this one does feel a little tackier, like stiffer than this other putty. So we'll see how that goes. And I think I got too much. So I'm just going to cut that in half. I'll put that back in the package. And just kind of stuff the pen a little. Okay, so the thicker end with the stop goes into it. And let's see if I can get it to kind of start gripping out enough to get... Okay, so we've got the... Okay, we've got the stick in. We've got the putty in. I can see it starting to hit the tip. I think it's going to take some screwing to get it all the way down there. But we are going to screw it down until we get some putty coming out. And hopefully I didn't break anything in this pen. Because if I did, then I would feel like a real dumb dingling. Okay, we're starting to get there. We're starting to get there. I can start, it's getting closer to the tip. So, there we go. Got some out. Yay, we got some out. Woohoo! Actually, that's kind of squeezing just a little bit too much, so I'm going to loosen that just a little bit. And we'll kind of pinch the excess off there. And look at that. We now have a metal tip on our putty pen. And rumor has it that the metal multi-placers fit in here from Diamond Art Club. And I've had a problem with Diamond Art Club tips not fitting into things to the point of like having to super glue some pens. Not super glue, but hot glue them into pens. But I happen to have an extra tip here that I haven't done that with yet. So we are going to... Ooh, I like that. Guys, it's nice and stable. Ooh, yay! Yay! I'm so excited. No more plastic tips. Oh, that is so exciting. It fits in there really well. It's nice and snug, very stable. The metal tip is on there. Okay, so let's get rid of this excess putty out of the tray I just stuck it into. Kind of squish that back together a little bit. Nice thing about putty is it's very pliable and stickable, and it might not look as pretty after I squish it all together, but it's all together, so yay. Put that back in its little baggie so it doesn't dry out. Because I want to try picking up a drill. And hopefully I can do it without knocking the camera over again. I'm so sorry this video is a mess. Oh, life is a kind of a mess at the moment. You know, if you watch the little update that posts with this or the day of this, whatever it is, ends up being, I injured myself quite well and I am on a mandatory chill out time. So we're going to see if, does this fit on there? Okay, no. It does not. So you can change the metal tip, or you can change the plastic tip to a metal tip, but the plastic tip has more of a cone type shape to it, and it holds the cap on there. Whereas this metal tip, it does not want to go on there, and I'm afraid of breaking it, so I'm not going to... Oh, did we find the perfect spot? Okay, so if you jiggle it a little, you might find a perfect enough spot to get it to stay, but honestly, I think that's more trouble than it's worth, so it's just going to stay off. Okay, so let's try this out. I need this pretty little AB color for this little batch here. Again, gonna try not to... Oh, you just seen my cut there. Sorry about that. And normally you don't see me as much either, but again, with the whole tripod thing not working out very well, this is what we got. Okay, so picked up real good. Oh, let's see if I can do this without knocking anything over. Okay, peel back a corner. Oh, yay! We have success. You know, this feels really nice compared to the plastic one. I actually feel like the pen has a little more substance to it now. And I feel like it's more controlled than the wider plastic tip. Still feel like I might have just a little touch too much putty out of it, but I will, oops, there we go, knocking the camera.